What's up guys, here I am with another Transformers review, and this time we are going over the Dark of the Moon Barricade. Now, this figure is actually pretty decent. He's got some decent articulation actually. The shoulder can go all the way around. The elbows got that much of a bend, and they do swivel. Although if you do it like that, it's like, kind of looks like he's either asking something or, wanting some sort of a thing like a treat or money, Anyway, the swivel does not go for the hand, but then again, the swivel at the wrist, at the elbow here, kind of makes up for it. The hand does kind of go into a grabby kind of thing there. It bends like that, but that goes in a little bit to the transformation. The head does actually have a swivel. It can look up that far, down that far, and that's mainly because it is on a ball joint. Now, the legs, there is a leg bit of movement at the waist, a waist swivel. Now, the legs, they go forward about, they go forward about that far, and they go back right about that far. Now, you can get some decent posability in this because, well, you got a little bit more there at the waist. Now, the knee bends that much, and it's on this kind of chicken leg here. Now, as for the feet, they bend up that far, and they go down that far. There's no pivot there, though. These wings in the back, kind of like Bumblebee has, they do go down and up, and they're actually pretty sturdy for the transformation, which actually is quite simple. The first thing you want to do is you want to pull the chest up away from this bit here. What you then want to do is you want to take this and rotate it so that this piece is where it needs to be. It's in that cop car formation. Now, what you should be able to do is what you probably should do next is make sure the chin is tucked before you do this bit, which is what you want to do is you want to pull the chest up all the way until it clicks with that part that was behind the head. Then you want to pull this up right about there, and the next part you want to do is kind of difficult with the connections made for this figure, but you want to pop that out from that piece that was connecting the chest, which what that does is that will pull up this far. Now the arms, this is where the bit of stuff we were talking about comes in. For the wrist, you want to bend that in. You want to line this up there. You want to bend or fold that down, and there is kind of this, let me just show you, kind of like that. You want to fold it down, but not all the way, because you want to rotate this all the way around, like so. Now you can press this down. Again, you want to make sure it's all aligned, so that way nothing gets caught up. You want to do that like that, and then on the other side. Not too hard. The next part you want to go with is this waist part. You want to swivel it all the way around. You want to pull those back to where those connectors are kind of like that, and you want to put that tab into that connector bit, which will then fold downwards. Well, actually, first, before you fold it downwards, you want to make sure that this connector is connected, which then you go for that foot bend that we were talking about. Not too bad, not too bad. And now comes the tricky part. Yeah, this part is kind of a, yeah, you want to put the tips of the feet, and you want to take the tips of the feet and you want to tuck them in there, which this is where the hard part is. You want to make sure that that's all aligned to where those will go in there. They won't spaz out or anything. And you want to put them like so, if you can manage. Like I said, it's actually kind of difficult right in this area here. Just give me a... Alright, my bad. I think what you're supposed to do is you're actually supposed to pull these shoulder bits here back just a little, which should get... No, actually, you pull them forward a little. That should give you a little bit of leeway so that the legs can tuck in there the right way. You want to push them in until they are like that. The next part you want to do is you want to make sure that these two pieces are connected. And you want to push that down. This is where those arm bits come in. Now, these parts that we just moved forward, you want to move backward. You want to make sure that these wings are still up at about that angle. And then you want to tuck the arms in like so. They should make clicking sounds. That should let you know and then you also want to do the same on the other side. Make sure that's nice and good in there, and there you have it. That is Barricade's vehicle mode. Now, these bits back here are kind of loose right there, but that should be easily fixable. You might also have problems with this bit, and that mainly comes from the fact that it's not lined up precisely, you know. And basically what you want to do is you want to come back here, you want to lift that just a little bit to where those, you want to push it to where those are in that right place. And you want to pull, you want to take these, you want to put them like that. If that comes out, just tuck it back in, and that should be good. And believe it or not, in this vehicle mode of this Barricade figure, I don't know if anyone else has any problems with theirs, but mine actually has a decent roll. That's the vehicle mode of Barricade. And really on this figure, I gotta say, not bad. The painting and the sculpting, you know, that's pretty good. The only amount of kibble that I can see is really what's in there, mainly because the glass is clear, and if you turn it over, you know, it's not perfect, but to be honest, the way that it turns into that precise car, the sculpting and everything in this car mode is actually very, very good. It actually looks like, you know, a cop car. pretty nice. And the fact that it rolls means that they were definitely thinking about functionality. Now, would I recommend that you get this figure if you can find it either at a yard sale, online, some sort of I don't know, maybe Walmart. I don't know, but if you can find this at any place that you normally would find Transformers figures, if you want to get it, I would suggest that you do, because this is a very good figure. The articulation is very good. The painting and the sculpting is very, very nice. Overall, this is a very good figure. Now, I am still working on getting that Etsy page brought up, 3D printer and everything. I will definitely keep you guys in the know. I'll keep you informed, updated, everything on that. And I will... Sorry, just give me a minute. Now, I was just noticing another part of this figure that keeps coming out is this part of the back, which was the top of the arm, and that keeps affecting these bits as well. They don't want to stay pushed in, mainly because this is not locked in where it needs to be. So far, that's the only problem that I have seen. So, quality of the figure is actually very good, especially for a Studio Series figure. Now, Transformers style, yeah, it does turn into the thing that it's meant to turn into. Like I was saying, if you really wanted to get this kind of figure, I would suggest you do. It's a very good figure. Anyway, have a good day, good night, whenever it is that you're watching this, and God bless.